What's up, guys? Just got home from work. Ugh, got the storm coming in. So good. Do some sleeping here anyway. I want to show you guys something, so check this out. Would you look at that? Don't mind that, but oh, Natty rode his bike to work. That's no good. My roommate rode his bike, like his motorcycle, to work. This is not very smart. I don't know why he did that, but anyway. So as you can see, my car's not here. Why is my car not here? Yeah. So my car broke this weekend. Haven't really told many people about it, but pretty fucking upset. I'm actually gonna call USAA here, or my insurance company here soon, to try and figure some shit out, but bear with me for a minute. I'll tell you the story what happened. So, me and my girlfriend, we went to Amarillo Friday. Car drove just fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. We had my tools in the back, which are still in the car. I had some ethanol in the tank, which is nothing out of the norm. I didn't even have much in there. I had about a gallon out of like 6. So it was like an E15 blend, if that. So anyway, so we go to the track. I wasn't racing. I was going there to watch my friends race and just fuck off, basically. Something to do on a Friday night. And then we got a hotel room, and then we were just hanging out. Next morning we go to leave. Car starts up just fine, like nothing out of the blue. We get like a block away, and I see a little bit of smoke coming out the exhaust, and I was like, well, that's odd. Since I got the catch can, like it doesn't smoke anymore, and plus I was just normal driving. Like I wouldn't do that normal driving, so I was like, what the fuck? And no more than like 15, 20 seconds later, it's just bellowing smoke. I go to give it throttle, it wouldn't even let me give it throttle. It started misfiring real bad. So I took the next right, pulled over, looked under the car. It's leaking some oil, not like a fucking just like bum rush of oil, but it is leaking some. And it was leaking oil onto the exhaust, and it was burning on the downpipe. And then there was still smoke coming out of the exhaust tips too. So the motor itself was burning oil, and so the misfire, I believe, was from burning oil. Like there was a significant amount of oil being burned that it was making it misfire. And then I got an O2 code shortly afterwards, obviously because the O2 sensor's reading all this, not fuel or air in the exhaust, oxygen. So yeah, I wound up hitting up my buddy that works. He's the GM of the dealership in Lubbock. Mind you, I'm in Amarillo. He told me to call Volkswagen Assistance to do the roadside thing. So I called them. I was still under warranty for that or whatever. I've never done it before, so I didn't even know how it worked. I'm not used to having a warranty. And so they said I have a tow for up to 40 miles. They wouldn't give me a tow to Lubbock, which is where my people are. I always go to the Lubbock guys. Those are my trusted people. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to spend an additional $250 and wound up waiting an hour for a tow and an hour drive to Lubbock, unload it, and by then the techs are already going to be gone. And either way, I'd still need a ride back to Clovis. So Amarillo and Clovis are both about 100 miles away. One's a little more north and one's a little more south, but they're both east. So we wound up getting a Volkswagen. They said they'll take a look at it, which I wasn't expecting. I thought they would just like give me like a rental and tell me to come back like next week or something, like, or whenever it's fixed. And so they decided to take a look at it. They tell me that I'm getting a misfire. Well, I knew that, okay? Mind you, where this is going is what pissed me off, all right? So they scanned codes, which I had already scanned, told me things I already knew, which I had already told them, those same things. So they said, well, 2-year coil packs are bad, which they weren't. So they swapped coil packs under warranty, which is cool, whatever. They said they drove the car, right? Okay. They replaced coil packs. Said they drove the car, which they didn't. They did not drive the car because I drove the car, and as soon as I left the parking lot, I did the same exact thing. Now, mind you, at this point in time, the techs are already gone. Nobody's there but salesmen, and they're only open for like another 45 minutes. So I had to limp the car back to the dealership and leave my car there. They gave me and my girlfriend a ride to the mall, which was like maybe 10 minutes away, if that. And then I had my roommate Jesse drive to Amarillo to come pick us up and to bring us home. So he came, picked us up at the mall. We went back to the dealership so we could grab our bags and some shit I didn't want to leave in the car. And then came back. Well, my dumbass forgot to leave my key. Like, I was so like frustrated and stressed from the day. There was a lot more stuff in that story that I left out because I'd be sitting here talking forever. But I wound up forgetting to leave my key in the drop box. So now it's Tuesday afternoon. They haven't been able to touch my car. I haven't been able to have time to get up there because I don't have a car to drive. And by the time I'd get off work, and she gets off work at like 4:30, and it's 3 o'clock now. So by the time she'd get off, get showered, get over here, it would be at least like 6 something. And by the time we get to Amarillo, mind you, they're an hour ahead. So suppose we leave here at 6. Like, we get there 2 hours, 8, plus an hour ahead is 9. No one's gonna freaking be there. So I need to go up there during the day, and I need a car to do it. So one of my roommates works, I guess second shift is what civilians call it. I don't know. We call it swing shift. He works like 3 to 11. So if I'm able to get off work and use his car to go to Amarillo, drop off my keys and talk for them a bit, I really don't even want them to work on my car now that they're fucking idiots. So I don't trust that. And there's street Volkswagen Amarillo. I wouldn't give them a dime. Anyway, so I need to figure out how to get my car from Amarillo to Lubbock, which is about an hour drive. So I'm gonna call insurance here after this clip and see what I can finagle. If I could get like Volkswagen to work with USAA to get my car there, I'm gonna tell USAA that, hey, the mechanics are fucking like, no, I'm not dealing with that shit. Maybe he was just rushing it and didn't want to fucking deal with it because it was a Saturday afternoon, which I understand, but don't tell me you drove my car and it's fine, and I'm gonna make it the 100-mile drive home, and I don't even make it like off the property, basically. Like, that's how bad it was. And it started doing the exact same thing. I did first gear, decent. Second gear, fucking up in smoke, fucking idling like dick. So, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. A buddy of mine suggested maybe my fucking piston rings. I don't think it is, but we'll take it back to Gene Messer. I had my top end rebuilt earlier in the year, and it's still under warranty. So we'll see how this goes. I did see where it's like baby leaking, like by the timing chain cover, which is the left side, the passenger side of the motor. It's a plastic cover where it bolts to the block. So I'm thinking, a little bit of oil is coming from there, but I don't know, because it's like all over, like, the leak is coming from somewhere under the turbo, and it's getting like all over the back of the firewall down there and all over my downpipe, and it's burning. So I'm thinking maybe it's the oil return line, and like it's just, or the oil drain line, not the feed lines up top, on top of the turbo. I can see that, but the return line, you always want that gravity fed. So maybe that, but I got under there and kind of, or as much as I could at the time being, like I felt around, I couldn't feel anything loose. I didn't have a mirror with me and with the tools that I brought to give it a good look, but if you guys got any ideas, please let me know. I'm super depressed. I don't have my car. I'm relying on other people to get to and from work now, which really blows because I'm pretty independent and I don't like relying on people for things. So I don't know. If the motor's junk, then I'll see if the dealership will take it back. If not, I don't even know what I'll do. I have like so many things going through my mind. I really want a CTSV, but I don't want to go into that LS V8 world. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't like the whole Chevy versus Ford bullshit. I don't. And she said, well, you shouldn't, not buy a car because of this, that. No, it's not even just that. Like, I really love the V, but the infotainment system shit. Like, I don't want to downgrade in any way. Like, when it comes to that, like, at that point, I'd rather just get another Golf R32, a Mark IV 2004 in blue, and be back to being in a coupe. Because that was like one of the biggest things about this car, is it being a 4-door. I hate 4-doors. For me, it's not like I hate the way they look. I prefer a 2-door. I threw the back seats out. No one's getting in the back seat. Like, that's what I like race car shit. And so that's what I get. I would get a CTSV coupe. or like I said, another Golf R32, which would be ideal because I know exactly what parts to buy. I've already done all the work that I need to do more than once, working on that car. I know that motor front to back. I mean, I never really dealt with much of the driveline. I never had to take the transmission off or had issues with the diff or wheel bearings or anything, but there's so much information out there already on the Mark IVs that any issue that I would ever have, I could give a Google search or go right into one of the Facebook groups, and they're gonna tell me right away, like, this either this, or this. And if it's not that, then this is some shit that we never heard of, which is highly unlikely. So I kind of am thinking about going back to that. Plus, it would be such a low car payment. It would be like less than half of what I'm paying now. So I would have so much money every month to put into it. I would fucking have that VR6 again, which is just lovely. I wouldn't go supercharger this time. I'd throw a turbo on it instead of a supercharger. Now that I know more than what I used to, it would just be awesome. I'd get another daily. I'd be able to afford 2 cars. I'd get like the Mark IV R32 and then maybe get like a GLI Jetta of the same era as a daily. Like, that'd be freaking sweet to have like one of those, I forget what the gray color is called, but like that gray GLI and then a blue R32. But yeah, I'm gonna get in here, change, use the bathroom, call USAA, and get back. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys. I got nothing going on. It's storming, I don't have a car, but I still want to put out content. So here I am, like, depressed talking to you guys. So hopefully you guys have some suggestions for me, maybe. Well, after calling USAA multiple times, I called them once, was on the phone with them for a little bit, got no luck, and then they hung up on me. And it was just like, I talked to the claims department, and then they were trying to transfer me, hung up on me. And at that point, my phone was pretty much dead, so I just sat here, caught up on my YouTube, watched some Adam LZ, and all that jazz. I'm about to fall asleep. But I let my phone charge up, called USAA, put the tow stuff back on my coverage, so it doesn't take into effect until midnight tonight. So I'm gonna call them up again tomorrow. I don't think they're gonna help me at all, but for another $1.50 a month, I have roadside assistance now. Like, yeah, whatever. But I'm gonna have to talk to the guys in town here and see if we can go up this weekend and move the car, unless my buddy Dan from the dealership can hook me up somehow with maybe them bringing cars over from Amarillo to Lubbock, and I can hitch a ride on one of their trucks or something, but it's not looking very good. About to cook me up a fat steak. Maybe it'll make me feel a little bit better. Talked with USAA a bit. Nothing really fucking... The policy doesn't take into effect until after midnight, so I'll call tomorrow, see if I can get a tow. If not, I was talking to my buddy actually just a minute ago, and he said he'd be down to take his truck and trailer and do all the shenanigans for just basically gas and food. So that wouldn't be too bad, but I gotta find the time to do it. We got a date night pretty much Friday night, and then Saturday evening is the McGregor fight. So I pretty much have to get up early Saturday, and then we go to Amarillo, get the car, put on the trailer, take it to Lubbock, drive back, which wouldn't be all that bad, but that's probably what's gonna wind up happening. At least I'll get it there, and God knows how long it's gonna be till they diagnose and fix. It wouldn't be till at least Monday. Anyway, we'll see. I'm still on the fence. When I get upset like this about my car, like, it makes me just want to get rid of it and go back to the VR6, because the VR6 is just the VR6. I mean, it's stout, it's awesome. I know every nook and cranny on it. If I bought a new one, like, I already have like a list in my mind of all the parts I'd buy like right away, and my car payment wouldn't be shit. And I'd buy a second car, like I said, but let me know what you think. So I just fix it, stick with it. I mean, it's a great looking car, drives great, runs great when it does, but I don't know why I'm asking you guys what I should do with my life, but that VR6 is definitely calling my name now. And we'll see. I'm gonna cook. We're chilling. So thanks for listening to me bitch and be upset. I guess no one's probably gonna watch this anyway, but don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you on the flip flop.